Woo! All right, another day done. Here we go. It's Friday. It's the weekend, baby. It's the weekend officially. Going to daycare to pick up my daughter, and last night was my turn to do the bath routine. So when I do the bath routine, one thing that I like to do is, and there's the whole, method, there's a whole kind of thing that happens, process, so to speak. But when I do bath time, what I've been liking to do with my daughter, and she's 9 months old now, is I'll put on some music, and for some reason, like 80s music has been kind of the move lately. But last night we were listening to Pet Shop Boys, and she was playing around in the water. She's got the toys that, light up and blink and stuff like that. Doing all that, and we were just sitting there, and she was playing, and I was, doing the scrub-a-dub, doing the shampoo, all that good stuff. And it was just like a little slice of heaven. On this channel, I talk a lot about how life is tough, and talk a lot about struggles that I have, struggles that other people have, and the things I'm seeing. But it's also important to kind of stick to the good things too, and when they're there, just experience them. So last night we were listening to some Pet Shop Boys and some New Order, and my daughter was just playing. I just looked at her, and I was just like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, this is what life is all about. And as difficult and hard parenting is, none of the hard work feels pointless. Like when you're in a job and you have the emails or the reports to write, or the BS staff meetings, you have many moments throughout your day where you're just like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. But for me, it's not like that with parenting. I mean, all the hard work is worthwhile, and it makes sense, and it's necessary, and it's important work. And it's crazy what something like that kind of brings out of you and pulls out of you. But it was my slice of heaven. It was my slice of heaven. And, one thing that I think about a lot is how I'm creating a childhood for somebody. I'm helping foster a childhood. Me and my wife, we're on the hook for doing all the special stuff, for taking the pictures with Santa, or, going for the first birthday party and doing that whole thing. Like, there's responsibility in that, and I want to make a good childhood for my daughter, and that's really important to me. And that's, it's true. But another thing that I realized that kind of dawned on me was I'm also creating an experience of parenting too. Like, it's kind of a two-way street when it comes to raising a kid. You're not just creating somebody's childhood, but you're also creating your own parenthood, and you're defining your own experience in that. And I've really tried to make it a good experience, and I think I've done decently well at that. I mean, I think one thing I struggle with is I'm just on my phone too much. I'll be sitting with my daughter, and she's like looking at me, and I'm on my phone, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why do I care about this piece of technology and this random person who I see once every 7 years post a picture instead of my kid? So I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I think I'm a good parent. I think I'm a great parent, but definitely not a perfect parent. And I'm gonna have my flaws, and my kid will have things they'll tell me was traumatic in their future, which sucks. But I'm trying to keep that to a minimum as much as possible. But man, it was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. Or I guess it's not like I don't have these experiences in a long time. I bathe my kid every day, but my wife and I, we take turns. One of us decides, okay, I'll do the dishes, because my daughter, she's eating solid foods, and that's a whole disaster. So one of us takes on the dishes, the other person does the bath time, and doing the whole like baby lotion and putting on the jammies and all that good stuff, and combing the hair. But it's just so fun, and I love that I get to share the things that I like, which I'm a musician, and I want to foster that love in my kid, because that was something that was just so fulfilling to me. And it's great to be able to share those things. So not only am I trying to create a good childhood, but I feel like I'm creating a good parenthood too. And I mean, my wife and I, we're in such a good place in our relationship with this whole season. Like, I was scared what it would do. You know, a lot of people say that when you have a kid or kids, you and your spouse kind of lose touch. And sometimes it can make things rocky and you get stressed out and frustrated. And we've really made it an effort to not do those things. You know, sometimes things happen, but by and large, I feel like we are like a locked in team. But yeah, who would have thought, like, just the meaningful parts of my life revolve around bath time and listen to the songs that I love and seeing my kid dance to them. So it's amazing. So I'm feeling blessed. So I don't know, call into the hotline. Tell me some things that have made you feel the way that I've felt. You can call, leave a voicemail, or respond to you in a future video. It's 619-800-5622, and that will be in the description as well. But also, like and comment. Maybe leave a sub. Let me know. If you don't want to call the voicemail hotline, don't want to hear your own voice on my channel, you can always leave a comment, and I might make like a video, a short, responding to your comments or something like that. So what are you grateful for? What is that simple thing in your life right now that's just bringing the beauty to a oftentimes dark world? So, all right, I'm disheveled. It's been a long week working with kids all week, but we made it. All right, peace.